put this closer to you. So, tell me a little bit about what is it like for you being a Christian at Michigan, or being Christian at Michigan?
I'll say that it's easy because it's like different resources on campus to, go to Bible study, or, you don't want to go party, you can find something to do. Mm-hmm. So I'll say it's easy.
Mm-hmm. So that you can kind of find, so it feels like that there's lots of, options available to you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Of things to do. So how do you think that, how do you decide to kind of share the fact that you're Christian with someone else? What are some of the kind of thoughts in your mind that you go through when making that decision?
I don't know. It's not like I just go and be like, I'm a Christian. I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
But it's just not like something that just randomly comes up in conversation.
Right. Like, hey, what do you want to go to eat?
Right. Oh, I'm a Christian.
What do you think about Jesus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know how I go about just if they ask, I'll tell, or if it's come up some conversation, then I'll say it as well. But just randomly oh, I'm a Christian.
Yeah. Can you think of any instance at Michigan where you feel like that you've wanted to tell someone that you were wanted to talk about your faith but chose not to for whatever reason?
It probably was in a class or something.
Sure.
Yeah, we were talking about something, and people were bringing up their religion, which was causing kind of tension in the room. So I was just
sure.
I'll just sit back and watch this go down. Yeah.
So do you remember what happened in that environment?
I think it was a IGR class,
uh-huh.
And we were talking about social economic class, and somebody brought up their religion and how they depend on their God for, guidance and everything like that. And then another person came in and said something, and then it was just from there.
It went off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, so last time we talked a little bit about, some of your other identities aside from being a Christian, being black and being a woman. So what is it like kind of holding those combination of identities in Michigan?
What is it like? Well, being black, recently has been it has been hard because of all the incidents, the postings on the walls and emails going out. And, so it's been hard, but it's still just eye-opening, because it's this has been happening, but now it's just more blatantly being forward. The people that are doing it are blatantly being forward about their actions.
Mm-hmm. 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 So kind of, just being more, the people are kind of being more open about those things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything, kind of, what is your experience kind of holding those kind of three identities simultaneously, being a woman, being black, and being Christian at Michigan?
I would say being a Christian is guided the other two, being a woman and being African American, just knowing where places to attend, or when to hold your tongue on certain things when you're outnumbered, because I am black, so people feel threatened that I am black. So it's just being able to just being Christian, you hearing God's guide, having God's guidance, and telling him okay, he's telling you no, you don't need to say nothing right there. You don't need to have a smart mouth, because because things will happen.
Right. So that God kind of, helps you kind of in your decision making when you experience challenges due to being a black woman in some sense. Would that be, am I describing that correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of helps to like ground you a little bit as you kind of just negotiate, kind of live in your life, in your body. Yeah. Can you think of any instances at Michigan where you felt that you were kind of really aware of your Christian identity, like something happened and it kind of like zoomed to like the forefront of your consciousness?
During the killings of like because of police brutality, they had a open prayer like on the campus, and I went to that, and it was just being aware, like, okay, well, it's other Christians on campus that can come together and, you know, pray for the world and what's going on campus and around in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, that sounds lovely. Or just like a nice kind of, what a lovely, that sounds like a lovely event. And just kind of the opportunity to kind of gather in that way on campus. How was that organized, do you know?
I think one person just organized it. He organized it, and then we did it at midnight.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. So, how would you describe kind of the relationship between like Righteous and the university?
Wait, what do you mean? Like, with the university, like as in students, or the university as a whole?
I think kind of both, and maybe start with the like university as like, you know, administrative.
It's hard for us to get funding. Well, like we get funding, but it's hard because you have to like code it and make it cryptic, because they won't give you money if you say like this is a religious org and we do this and do that.
So you have to do like a song and dance.
Yep.
Actually. Yeah.
So like you have to say certain things so that you can get certain amounts of money.
So that they kind of force you to like jump through some hoops.
Yeah, so you just can't blatantly say this is a religious Christian org and we need money to pay for this. You have to be like, well, this is benefiting the students because we have a free space and everything like that, and you shouldn't have to do all of that. You should just be able to say what type of org you are.
Yeah, like we're doing our thing.
Right. Leave us alone.
Yeah, we apply for this money like every other week or whatever it is. Like just, if there were just a button that we could push, that would be great. Yeah. Like that they kind of make you go through some unnecessary hoops to do that. What do you think that, like, is there anything else kind of aside from the funding that you can think about that that Michigan could be doing to support Christian students or groups like Righteous?
I don't know, because it's I feel like all the orgs need the support of the university, because it's like they don't really advertise that they have religious orgs on campus. They just say diversity and blah blah blah. So maybe they can, so people can, that can be a determining factor for students.
Right.
Oh, we have religious orgs on campus,
right?
Even though it's like a public university and it's not like a Christian university or any type of religious university,
right?
But still, if you tell your students that you have a safe space for them to go,
right,
they'll probably will pick this over a Christian school because they want to have it all, like be able to do certain things, but still have their religion to go, like a safe space for them to go for their religion.
So to kind of like advertise more that like this is a resource that's like that there are religious groups that can kind of be there and support them, and that way they can, like you said, kind of have it all, like have the resources of like a research one, like big research sportsy university, while at the same time, you know, like still have a worship faith community in some ways. And that's kind of like hidden, can be hidden a little bit. And I remember you telling me that you found, I think stop me if I'm misremembering, that you found righteous kind of through like word of mouth a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.